Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. In Python, converting an integer to a float is a straightforward process. This tutorial will guide you through the various methods and considerations for converting an integer to a float in Python, accompanied by code examples. The most basic method to convert an integer to a float is by using the float function. This function takes an argument and returns its floating point representation. In this example, the float function is used to convert the integer value 42 to the corresponding float value. The result is then printed to the console. Performing arithmetic operations with an integer and a float also results in the conversion of the integer to a float. This happens implicitly during the operation. In this example, the multiplication operation involving a float, 2.0, and an integer, 5, causes the integer to be implicitly converted to a float. If you need to convert an integer to a float while formatting a string, you can use a format specifier to achieve the conversion. The :.2f format specifier is used to format the floating point number with 2 decimal places. Another common scenario for converting an integer to a float is through division. When dividing two integers, the result may be a floating point number. In this example, the division operation results in a floating point number, even though the numerator and denominator are both integers. Converting an integer to a float in Python is a simple process, and it can be achieved through various methods such as using the float function, performing arithmetic operations, using format specifiers, or through division operations. Choose the method that best suits your specific use case. Feel free to experiment with these examples and integrate them into your Python projects where needed. ChatGPT